Next question from an INFP. How can I have better relationship with my husband who is completely opposite of me? I'm an INFP and he is an ESTJ. And we can't seem to understand each other sometimes and we'll get into arguments a lot. Fantastic question. And this is again something that a lot of INFPs struggle with ESTJs. And in fact, the world is very ESTJ-esque, like, you know, a lot of the times, like, effectiveness is really appreciated over, you know, feeling, introverted feeling. You know, it's all about, am I getting this stuff done? You know, I need to be organized. Whereas INFPs like to be more flexible, more creative, less structured, less restricted, and more free in that way. So this is a big problem. A lot of INFPs struggle with this, you know, with ESTJs, but it's in particular challenging for you because it's your husband, right? So the good news here is ESTJ and INFP actually share all the same functions. So you have introverted feeling, which is, for the INFP, is the driver, and for ESTJ is the inner 3-year-old. You also both have exploration or extroverted intuition, which for the INFP is the inner parent, and for the ESTJ is the inner 10-year-old. And then the tertiary one for the function for the INFP, of course, is memory or introverted sensing, which is the ESTJ's inner parent function. And then finally, the extroverted thinking for the INFP, which is the inner 3-year-old, is the ESTJ's driver or adult self. Hey James, good to see you here. So yeah, so you have those functions in common, it's just that they're in different places. And what I would say to you is, if you can, try to learn or try to even have this conversation with your husband where you interactively learn from each other your individual strengths and how to use them, because this will actually give you an opportunity to get really well-rounded really well. If you know, part of the attraction between the complete opposite types generally is that our inner children are attracted to people who have the, you know, who's, if my inner children are, you know, certain functions, then I would be naturally attracted to people who have them in the top 2 in the front seat. So that's something that, you know, it's not unusual for this kind of a pairing to happen. But what I would say is learn to focus on the good stuff about their strengths, his strengths, and ask him if he would like to relax his inner children to relax into your strengths, because that can work really well. Now, when you're in arguments, that's not the right time to be doing it. Sorry. Clifford, go away, please. Go away. Sorry, doggy attack. So, yeah, so we don't want to try and sort these things when you're having an argument, ever. Because usually when people are in their argumentative spaces, they're actually in their inner child positions. So what happens then is that we're not bringing our sensible people into the argument. So don't try to do this inside an argument. Instead, build the confidence between his grown-ups and your inner children, and your grown-ups and his inner children outside of argument, so that it's easier to catch it within the argument. And the thing is to, like, this is the basis of everything that you do, is just remember that it won't go perfect the first time you do it. It's going to take at least 30 times of you to do this thing consciously before you start noticing a shift, and before you start getting confident that it actually does work. So you're going to have to do it again and again and again and again to really see if it works. Don't do it twice and say it didn't work. Twice is nowhere near enough, right? So again, let me know if that was helpful. What I would say is for you, INFP, to embrace his ability to organize things in the outside world. So try and get inspired about that, as well as his, what would be construed what could be construed as being stuck in his way or being inflexible inner parent, which is the memory. Get your inner 10-year-old to see how that shows up in a positive way, and then the other way around, show your ESTJ husband how to be how to just relax into their authenticity and what's right for them, as well as explore new ideas and new thoughts and amazing things. So try and offer what you have to offer as grown-ups to the other person's inner children. So that's what I would say to do with that. Leave a note if that doesn't make sense, or if it didn't work, or if it does, whatever. And anybody else who doesn't know what I'm talking about, the best way to get to know what I'm talking about is to start your own 4 People Within journey and just pop over to merjasumlov.com. 4 People Within course is available there.